Will ChatGPT ruin your wholesaling real estate business? And there's going to be wholesalers that goes, wow, I can use ChatGPT and I don't have to talk to people. It's going to automate my conversations. Heck, it's even going to negotiate for me. I promise you, if you take the latter of these approaches, you will be out of business. You have to understand it is not here to replace you. Guys, it's Rick Yin. And today we are going to discuss this revolutionary technology that seems like it's taking over the world and what its impact is going to have on your wholesaling business. But before I get into it, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button. You hit that subscribe button to continue to receive the best information on wholesaling today. So unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard about this thing called ChatGPT. And basically what it is AI. And AI is just short for artificial intelligence. And what this is an interactive tool which you can basically ask a computer a question. And from that question, it will scour any type of material on the internet up to 2021, and it will formulate your answer. Now, the really crazy thing about this is it learns data and you can give continuous commands to keep making the data better. It's insane. If you haven't had a chance, go check it out. It's 100% free now, and it is changing how people do business. So there's a twofold approach on how you need to attack this as a wholesaler. So the worst thing you can do is completely avoid it and say, I don't need this. That's a bunch of snake oil. I'm not going to deal with it, because I promise you, if you take that approach, you will be outcompeted in the business and you are going to struggle to get leads. Now, knowing that and understanding it is, I'm going to teach you how to embrace ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how you can utilize it to really be a top-notch wholesaler in your local and virtual markets. So number one, address the tool, start to learn it. And the really cool part about this is it is a tool. So just like we use Excel spreadsheets, we use the internet, all this other stuff, it is a tool. You need to learn how to harvest this tool to specialize it for your business to make your business run smoother. Now, that's the number one approach. Number two is there's going to be people who are going to try to do the opposite. And there's going to be wholesalers that goes, wow, I can use ChatGPT and I don't have to talk to people. It's going to automate my conversations. Heck, it's even going to negotiate for me. I promise you, if you take the latter of these approaches, you will be out of business. So you're in this unique predicament is you have to learn ChatGPT and play around with it to understand how it works and how you can utilize it in your business. And then number two, you have to understand it is not here to replace you. If you think ChatGPT is going to replace the human connection, you will be annihilated in wholesaling real estate. So yes, I would love a perfect world where I could send somebody a text, an email, buy a property and never have to see them. Those properties are one every 5,000 that I do. So understanding that there is a human relationship in all aspects of real estate, and you have to understand how ChatGPT works and figure out how you're going to incorporate the business to accent you, because you are the difference maker in wholesaling. It is not a computer. It is not a spreadsheet. It's always going to be you. The person that takes this two-prong approach will dominate in wholesaling real estate and honestly in any aspects of real estate. You see, ChatGPT focuses on the human language. And it learns. It automatically figures out how certain types of people have discussions. It knows how lawyers talk. It knows how realtors talk. It knows how investors talk. And what it does is it triangulates, I know it's a terrible word, different ways to manipulate the human language to get the outcome that you desire, the commands you put into the computer. And by the way, it speaks all languages. It doesn't matter what language you speak. So the interpretation, anything you can do across the world, ChatGPT can handle. Think about this. Customer service, it's going to be so much cheaper to use the AI with ChatGPT and services like this. You're not even going to know when you call customer service if you're talking to a real person or a robot. That's insane to me. Think about that. Copywriting completely changed. Guys, you can grab anybody's copywriting and make it perfect for your business. If you don't believe me, go ahead and write an ad copy for Motivated Sellers. It's going to be better than anything that you can create on your own, and the thing you can do it within 20 seconds moment. Let's talk about consultants. My God, consultants are in trouble because it's always been this information behind a firewall. Anyone who does coaching and like wholesaling real estate, if they don't have that connection, if they don't truly understand what they're doing, they are instantly going to be replaced because there's no more firewall to hide that information. To me, consultants are people that just dabble in stuff and they don't want to take the risks themselves, and they rather tell you and preach to you on how to do it. And we're going to talk about consultants a little bit later. And then data. My God, data is going to completely change. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to wholesaling, you have to get quality data. Just because you get a free data source does not mean it's good. I've tested so many data sources, and if you get the wrong data, you get the wrong lists, everything else you do will be problematic. It's going to cost you a ton of money, a ton of time. So be very careful on how you get data with AI technologies. So think about this. If real estate agents survived the internet when it first came out, like, 80s, 90s, how I don't know the exact delivery of it, but everybody said real estate agents were going to be out of business. They're done. Everyone's just going to go on the internet. They're going to pick their properties and move on. So here we are, fast forward to 2023. That didn't happen. And so if you know it didn't happen, what you have to understand from that is you cannot replace the human connection with people in real estate. Here's the reality of the situation on how people deal with selling their largest asset in their life. People are social. They have to have a connection, and they don't want a connection with a computer. And AI is going to fool people just to get them in the door. And that's okay. But the question is, how are you going to make that connection authentic? Me and Zach always teach about an authentic connection. That's how you really build rapport and build conversations. You have to understand that. Number two, people are emotional. Most sales on houses are somewhat of an emotional decision. Emotions do not translate in computer world very well because human emotions are unpredictable. It is the number one reason why we have real estate agents. Most people can't deal with selling their home on their own. They can't handle when the offer is not right. They have very negative reactions when the report comes in negative or financing doesn't come through. And lo and behold, the real estate agent is trained to calm them down, walk them through their emotions on each side. And then they always tell you never let the buyer and the seller meet. Why? Because they'll screw it up. So real estate agents do serve a function. They calm people's emotions down. They get them rational. They use their emotions to get the outcome that they want to desire. And they have to talk them through it. It's just like therapy. And if you understand this, you are never going to be able to replace the human connection that real estate requires. So knowing that and knowing how AI works, you can use this to your advantage. So keep in mind, ChatGPT, if you use it as a tool, what do I mean by that? Use it as a prospecting tool. Use it to help you write better emails. Use it to do more effective communication. Do it to write better content. Do it to write a ton of quantity of content. You can use this as a tool because if you don't, all your competition, all the other people are going to provide it, and they're going to get a competitive advantage over it to you. So here's how I want you to use ChatGPT. Use it for content. Use it for ad copy. Use it for copywriting. Whatever you can do to put yourself in front of more motivated sellers, use it as a tool to connect you with motivated sellers, find the data, write the best ad copy, but let it get you there. But at that point, you have to take over and do the human connection. Learn the qualifying skills we teach over at freewholesaling.com, because once you get there, then it's up to you to dominate all your competitors, all your competition, every other real estate agent, because you are going to be the human. And while other people try to replace themselves with AI like ChatGPT, it's only going to go so far. So if you embrace the human connection, you understand that humans are social, they're emotional, and they can be irrational, and they have to have other humans to walk them down, you, my friend, can take huge advantage of the ChatGPT. See, because if you use it as a tool and you accent what you're best at, which is connecting and talking to people, your God-given talents, you will dominate. But if you ignore ChatGPT and you go, it's just a fad, I'm not going to do it, you are going to be way behind in a competitive advantage, and you are going to be taken to the cleaner. So use it, learn it, and embrace it. And keep this in mind. You're going to have a ton of consultants tell you how to use ChatGPT for your wholesaling real estate business. Understanding, they're rookies. They know less than you do. This just came out. So do not hire a consultant for ChatGPT. Do not get a wholesaling coach to teach you how to do ChatGPT, because they have less experience than you do watching this video. You, me, and everyone else is learning at the same time. Do not buy into, we have all the AI information to dominate your wholesaling business. You are going to have to put in the work. You're going to use ChatGPT to connect you with motivated sellers, and the rest is going to be up to your personal skill sets that you develop through freewholesaling.com, through masterminding with me and Zach, and just using your God-given ability, talents to help people out and create win-win situations. So guys, you tell me, are you using ChatGPT? Do you think it's a trend that's just going to go away? Or do you realize that you can use this tool to make your business better and get you in front of more motivated customers, but understanding that it's you that has to connect, build that rapport, and do that human connection with them, because humans are social, they're somewhat irrational, and they're very emotional. And if we can't replace realtors in the last 30, 40 years with all the technology, why do we think ChatGPT is going to replace us? The key is use it as a tool, accent your personality to connect with people. And this, my friend, will allow you to dominate in wholesaling real estate. Guys, let me know if you've got value from this video. Make sure you smash that like button, you hit that subscribe button. This is Rick Ginn, and I'll see you in the next video.